Republican doofuses. How about this one? She's new. Who's that? A Republican Senate candidate likens food stamp recipients to wild animals. Oh, dear. Let's see. The candidate... Oh, doctor. She's a doctor. Not sure of what. Dr. Annette Bosworth.
She's a doctor of BSology.
Dr. Annette Bosworth is running in the Republican primary to succeed Tim Johnson of South Dakota, who is retiring. He's the Democrat.
Okay.
Oh, look at this. She said, she put it on her little Facebook page there. The food stamp program is administered by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, her graphic reads. They proudly report that they distribute free meals and food stamps to over 46 million people on an annual basis. Meanwhile, the National Park Service, run by the U.S. Department of the Interior, asks us, please do not feed the animals. Their stated reason for this policy is that animals will grow dependent on the handouts, and then they will never learn to take care of themselves. This concludes today's lessons. Any questions?
Yeah, thanks, Ayn Rand.
Wow.
Yes. Why is an idiot like you running for anything?
And how did you get a doctorate?
Yeah, what are you a doctor of?
Yeah.
Exactly, I would like to know. All right, we were talking to Bob Shrum about, and I've been saying this, that more and more candidates are running on Obamacare, which, good. Salon has a piece, GOP candidates freak out moment as Obamacare horror stories flops. What's left?
Right.
Well, we already know. Benghazi. Candidates like Scott Brown, the Senator Fold, thought they would win by attacking health reform. Looks like it's time to recalibrate fast.
Good.
It feels strange to say this, they write in Salon, maybe a bit premature, but we seem to be past the era of the viral Obamacare victim story. Then they mentioned Julie Boonstra. That was the famous one, that she was the Obamacare horror story victim, which it turns out she's going to save a lot of money with her new insurance, so that story... that story exploded like a dead whale.
It did.
Yes, it did.
Well, didn't reporters actually do the research for her?
And then they handed it to her like a polite chipmunk. She was like, oh, thank you very much.
After you. Oh, no, you first. Thank you.
Because she
better coverage, and it's cheaper. Thank you.
Because she couldn't even be bothered to check for herself on the Obamacare website?
Right.
But she knew it was bad,
right.
Obviously.
Right.
Just knew.
That's what Fox News told her.
So I was mentioning this, the self-employed logger who, with the coaching of a liberal friend, finally, literally, it saved his life. Obamacare, and so, he's their worst case. That's their horror story. Somebody had said, I hated Obamacare because of Obama. I got it. It saved my life.
It works.
Hey,
Kentucky.
What? Okay, I'm not doing the creepy person. What do you got over there in Kentucky? There's actually been a steady trickle of these sorts of stories starting to break through the gloom and doom coverage of the Affordable Care Act. Scott Brown, running in New Hampshire with a repeal Obamacare message. How's that working out for you? Caught an earful from a Republican state representative who'd had his monthly premium slashed by the ACA, and we talked about Rick Scott. He went looking for Obamacare horror stories at a senior center.
Couldn't find a single one.
They were like, lovely, very excited, very good, very satisfied. Thanks for coming. Just continue melting and go away now.
Exactly.
Continue melting like the Nazi in Raiders.
At the end of Raiders of Lost Ark, yes.
NPR reported this week on Obamacare enrollees who, free from the threat of losing their health coverage, quit jobs they hated to start their own businesses. We're starting to see positive ACA stories break through the noise and take on a life of their own. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
No. It's their worst nightmare.
Yeah, it is.
Ha ha. And Neener. I'm sure Rush Limbaugh will continue to tell his 3 listeners about. I'm not going to bring that up again. Do not make me, Jim. That is just rude to point out that Rush Limbaugh's ratings are in complete collapse.
I wonder if somehow on his show today he's going to tie that story to Obama.
Probably.
He'll find a way.
Conspiracy, my friend. To deny people my pearls of wisdom.
Yeah, exactly. All right, 18 minutes after the hour. This hour of the Stephanie Miller Show brought to you by NoNo Pro. I know you wonder, how do I look so smooth? How do I look so hairless? If you watch it on Free Speech TV.
Because 10 years ago, you were just like a big furball.
Werewolves of Lockport. I use NoNo Pro. Thanks for asking. Or it used to be like that scene in 40-Year-Old Virgin. It used to be very, very painful.
Kelly Clarkson!
Right. Celebrities and models that have been tossing razors and expensive salon treatments switching to NoNo Pro, you get weeks of long-lasting results. None of those nicks from blades, scratches, rashes, all that stuff. It is incredible, literally the best way to remove unwanted hair with no pain. Whether it's your legs, arms, bikini line, face, guys, for your chest or your back, you will love how easy this is to use and the professional results you get right from home. Salon treatments are expensive. Forget about it. Ditch the razors, ditch the salon treatments, switch to NoNo Pro. You will be thrilled. NoNo Pro comes with a 100% 60-day money-back guarantee. Plus, when you purchase, NoNo is giving you that $50 gift card to a dermatologist-recommended and award-winning skincare line, plus a free travel case. Go to NoNoStephanie.com right now to get these free gifts. That's NoNoStephanie.com. NoNoStephanie.com. All right, 19 minutes after the hour, we roll along on the Stephanie Miller Show. Happy Friday. It is the Stephanie Miller Show. Welcome to it. 24 minutes after the hour, 1-800-STEPH-12. Jim in Detroit, you're on the Stephanie Miller Show. Hi, Jim.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Yeah, I heard you mention Julie Boonstra. She was my next-door neighbor for 6 years.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, not kidding at all. And I saw how she was well, and then all of a sudden this cancer started to progress upon her. Also, her daughter, who was seen in that commercial, was having some health problems.
Right.
I think the whole thing speaks more to the desperate situation of the health care that we had up until that point, and just the way that the right wing jumped on it and used her for strictly to get rid of Gary Peters is
right. Talk about people not really caring about actually helping real people get real health care. They didn't help her. Right. It was a journalist that said, "Oh, here, if you go on the exchange, you can get insurance and get a better plan for cheaper." I mean,
are they helping taking care of her bills at all? No.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's what I mean. They just want to use people as pawns, and you'd think that, I mean, it was her, and then she was one of the Koch brothers and then there was the other woman that Kathy Chuck Norris Rogers used.
Yeah.
In the, but that's the official State of the Union response. The Republicans, the woman she cited, that story completely blew up like a blue whale.
Huh. Actually, it was a sperm whale.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that one you showed me was?
The one I showed you
the
was
other one was a blue whale.
Yeah.
So the sperm whale blew?
The sperm whale, there she blows.
Okay. That's a mess.
That was a big mess.
That is a mess. I'd like to get a screenshot of that. Don't say it, Jim. All right. By the way, here's just a cautionary tales for the weekend. Do not try to take a selfie with a squirrel, like the teenager in Maine. And do not try to take a picture of an angry beaver this weekend, everybody.
Oh, okay.
This is from Canada.
Oh, there goes my weekend.
What are you saying about your lovely wife? Angry beaver delays traffic, roams around, when it causes a traffic jam, that is.
Yeah.
It's in Canada, around Miramichi. That's up in Canada?
I guess so.
All right. This is a boot then. An angry beaver was roaming around Miramichi on Tuesday, creating traffic delays and chasing onlookers. That is an angry beaver. It's not a nice beaver.
Nice beaver.
No, it's an angry beaver.
Thank you. I just had it stuffed.
It may have just been stuff, though.
Jim O'Neill was driving his taxi when he noticed a man being chased by a beaver off King George Highway. You look out of the corner of your eye and you see a beaver backing somebody up the driveway.
Wow.
Yeah.
Listen, I live next to a boy band, and I have seen that. Just saying.
I caught my first glimpse of him the other day. He was driving away as I was driving away.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
So O'Neill stopped the cab and took out his camera, snapping a few pictures. He got about 2.5 meters, as they say in Canada.
Yeah.
Away from the beaver before it turned on him. Let's see. He slapped his tail on the driveway, slapped his front feet on the ground. He came on. So I backed it up to try again. He got quite aggressive. They do not like paparazzi, beaver. Sergeant somebody said the damn thing was lost. It was going down the street. We didn't do nothing. We just showed up and seen what it was.
Was it Sergeant somebody of the Yukon? Who was that guy?
No. The guys left it alone, told the citizens to leave it alone, and went on its way where it was going. See, that's the difference in Canada. In America, someone would have blown it away. They just let it go about its business. And now
literally, they let it go.
And then they fed it some pasta and sent him away in a Mazda.
Okay. All right. Samuel Jackson apparently likes his porn, but he wants it for free, according to TMZ. He was at a news conference for the new Captain America movie.
Okay.
when he was asked to name one of the best pop culture achievements of the last 50 years, and he said RedTube. That is a free porn sharing website, Jim. I'm sure you don't know. I'm just letting you know.
As he furiously types in
Wait a minute, how do you spell?
Oh, hello.
Now, this is a completely unrelated story from the Angry Beaver story, but now some actors in the skin biz are demanding an apology from him. They said superheroes don't steal porn.
I've got news for them. Everybody steals porn.
Well, it is their living, and they would like him to stop it. Stop it, Samuel Jackson. Oh, speaking of mad, Robin Thicke has threatened legal action over three-way claims. He is threatening to take legal action over a report that he and his estranged wife were involved in a three-way relationship with a masseuse.
Oh.
Star Magazine reported that Thicke and Patton had been involved in a consensual relationship with a massage therapist named Jasmine, which took a disastrous turn when Paula discovered in the worst possible way that the masseuse and Robin were carrying on a separate affair behind her back. Don't you hate when that happens, when you're having a perfectly family value-oriented three-way?
Right.
And then two of the people break off like a breakaway state like Crimea and start getting it on without you. Oh.
Yeah, Crimea and Russia totally got it on.
All right, 29 minutes after the hour. Right back on the Stephanie Miller Show. I was tending to housewife things. Okay, it is the Stephanie Miller Show. Welcome to it. 34 minutes after the hour. 1-800-STEPH12.
That's adorable.
Sorry. Hey, you know I am on it when there's trouble in minivans.
Right.
Okay, there is some trouble in a new reality show about LA's Little Women. You know, like little women that are in minivans.
Okay, sure.
Is already running into big legal problems. It's all because the show's Little Britney lookalike is allegedly acting like the real Britney.
Oh.
Jeff Beecher from Beecher's Madhouse has sent a cease and desist letter to producers behind Lifetime's new show Little Women L.A.
Okay.
Why was I not informed of this show in advance? Telling them to watch their backs, their little backs, when it comes to one of the show's stars, Elena Gant.
Okay.
She's famously worked at Beecher's Vegas Theater doing her little Britney act, and Beecher wants the TV producers to know that he owns the little Britney shtick, and they better not try to lift it. He says he also owns the copyright for Little Britney as well as Little Miley, Little Kesha, Little Gaga, and Little Katy Perry, and is prepared to sue any of those. I don't think. I mean, it's only the ladies. It's not the mini kisses of the world.
Or Sir Mix-a-Little?
No.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers say tonight. And when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. Wanna pull out the stuff 'cause you know that butt was stuck. Even the jeans she's wearing, I'm hooked and I can't stop staring. Oh baby, I wanna get hooked up and take your picture. My homeboy tried to warn me, but that's what you got me. Baby got ballet feet and okay.
Is Minnie Katy Perry's, is her body a wonderland as well? Let's ask Minnie John Mayer.
But I bet she's kissed a mini girl. Pardon me? All right.
Instead of roar, it's just meow.
Okay. Man punished for loud Celine Dion music.
Oh, well.
Listen, I feel this guy's pain because, you remember when the gay neighbors moved in up there with the share music 24/7? Yeah. Yeah, very big fans of the Do You Believe? A UK man was banned from playing Celine Dion and had his music collection taken away after ignoring a noise ban, according to a video. Neighbors complained to officials after he repeatedly blasted My Heart Will Go On. Oh my God. During the afternoon and evening hours, as well as other tunes such as James Brown's Love Machine. That's not a bad one. And the theme from Toy Story. Okay. Yeah, I think there ought to be a law against that. Over and over, his heart will go on. All right, never mind, it's too late.
Well,
all right.
Yeah,
Here's someone who has a sadder life than I do. But you know how I love these stories. Man aspires to own every VHS copy of Speed. See, I love
everyone
me
needs
some,
a hobby.
I love me some Sandra Bullock. I watched Miss Congeniality 2 again on cable last night.
That'd be really
There was a
impressive.
sequel?
If he collected copies in beta, that'd be
That'd be sad. An Idaho man is aspiring to be the sole owner of every VHS copy of the movie Speed.
I don't understand why.
He says, funny you should ask, his obsession started with a joke when he bought 6 copies of the movie from a pawn shop 7 years ago. So far, he has 550 copies of the film, and his obsession has gone viral. He said we are running a Kickstarter to get the van fixed up and painted like the bus from the movie Speed. Oh, dear. It's so we can travel across the country, come to your town, and get copies of Speed. I am never giving up. I can't stop my whole life because I'll never know. So I'll die looking for Speed.
Everyone needs a hobby, I suppose.
Right. Okay, that did make me feel just momentarily better about myself. It was a little glimmer of light in an otherwise dark, dark period. How about this one? Jennifer Lawrence was drunk at the Oscars. I thought so.
Yeah.
She does trip a little too much for,
A little bit.
Yeah. And puked at an after party.
Oh,
Nice.
I just
Awesome.
think I'm gonna die.
You know it's a bad sign when Miley Cyrus is telling you to shape up, but that's what happened. When she points the giant styrofoam finger at you. You are a mess. Jen said she was so drunk she puked on the stairs at Madonna's after party. And Miley walked by and said something like, "Get it together, girl."
Oh, that's awesome.
That is
I love that story.
spectacular.
Get it together, girl.
All right. Why do we not get invited to things like this at our colleague at Sirius XM Howard Stern show? Billy Joel was on it. Apparently they had this was a show. Sirius XM's Howard 100 channel.
I was actually listening to this yesterday.
You were?
I was.
Billy Joel made the admission that he once tried heroin during an intimate town hall moderated by Howard Stern and our good friend, our close personal friend Robin Quivers.
Sure.
She's been on the show once, and that's close enough for Radio
Absolutely.
Lab.
And she enjoyed you.
I love her. I love her.
Love?
Asked if he had any regrets, Joel said, if you have no regrets, what kind of life do you have? See, now I feel better about all my regrets.
He regrets having started the fire.
He didn't start the fire. No, he didn't.
Finally copped to it.
No, he didn't. He didn't start the fire.
Actually, he kind of regrets writing that song.
Yeah.
He regrets ordering the bottle of red and the bottle of white. Asked, let's see, one regret he said he had was leaving Woodstock before Jimi Hendrix's performance.
Oh, that was dumb.
That's bad. That is bad. He said he left early because the portable toilets weren't adequate. Oh, he might have been having an event. Oh, well.
He probably had the brown acid.
Yeah, that just runs right through you.
See what he did there? Yeah. Monday's event also featured live performances by Pink, Melissa Etheridge, Boyz II Men.
I heard the Pink part.
Adina Menzel, or as John Travolta would say, Flingarngamin. And Tony Bennett.
Yeah, he and Pink sang She's Only a Woman to Me together. It was gorgeous. Yeah.
How do we get up in the cast system at Sirius XM to get invited to the Howard events? Why?
Well, those events are in New York. And
I don't
we're
care.
Not.
I'll be there like that.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Billy Joel toying with the idea now of forming a band with fellow artists Sting and Don Henley.
Ooh,
He said, "I liked it." Right? He said, "I liked being in a band. Someday we might put together a silly supergroup." What's so silly about supergroups? I think that'd be cool. All right. Star Wars. What is it called? Star Wars Episode 7. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was 4, 5, 6, then 1, 2, 3. So after 6 is 7. You're gonna have 7, 8, 9.
This could be good. I'm not a Star Wars person, but it sounds a little cluster to me because there's all the old cast and then a whole new cast.
Oh, sure.
Right. In addition to Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, and Mark Hamill, there's the girl star Adam Driver.
Oh, yes.
Max von
Sydow.
And I would know him from
The Exorcist.
And
okay.
Hannah and Her Sisters, and The Seventh Seal, of course.
Yes. Where he played chess with death.
Who won?
The Ingmar Bergman movie where he played chess with death.
I didn't see that. Okay.
He was in black and white. You wouldn't have.
I don't.
You wouldn't have been bored.
No. It was Sandra Bullock in it. I didn't see it.
And it's in Swedish.
Yeah.
With
So that's
subtitles.
subtitles.
Subtitles? No.
No.
She says no.
No. Don't do the subtitles. The headline is Kim and Kanye are having a low-key courthouse wedding this week, except that that's in a headline, so maybe it's
Not all
so
that low-key.
right.
I'm sure E has a reality special about it.
They have a huge blowout wedding scheduled to go down in France next month, but the two are actually getting married in a secret.
Not secret anymore.
Does that sentence make sense? In a secret ceremony, according to TMZ.
Which
So
will be happening here at this time.
Right. The courthouse
Don't
wedding.
tell anybody. It's a secret.
It was supposed to be strictly on the QT, involving a special confidential marriage license, but somehow it leaked out. That's so weird. How does that happen with just like her sex tape did originally. It's weird. Generating additional headlines.
I had no idea.
Wow, the major event everyone is expecting will still happen, too, likely on May 24th. Put that on your calendars.
Mm-hmm.
It will cost $28 million, as most of our weddings. Jay-Z is sending a yacht instead of showing up. So there.
Okay, great.
Okay. How did I miss this story? This is even a couple days old. Cameron Diaz reveals she's been with a lady. She's swimming the lady pond.
Mm-hmm.
She was on Watch What Happens Live.
I love it.
Right?
I watch that show every night.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah.
I heard it's really good. Andy Cohen.
Yep, it's only a half hour long, so you
I
know,
can do it.
Yeah.
He asked her if she'd ever slept with a woman.
Mm-hmm.
She recently said she thinks all women are sexually attracted to another woman at some point. Hello now.
Okay, then.
And he wanted to know if she'd ever swam in the lady pond. She played coy with the euphemism before he plainly asked, "Have you ever been with a lady?" Yes, I have been with a lady, she said. Although she wouldn't say if it was she wouldn't say if it was an experience that happened more than once. It happened more than once. Trust me.
She kissed a girl and she liked it.
Oh yeah, because once you kiss a girl, you like it.
Yeah, but the other girl might not have liked it because she doesn't wear deodorant.
That's the other story about her. You're hot, but yikes.
Oh, wow, you smell.
All right, and we missed this one. Craig Ferguson, that's old news now, but leaving the Late Late Show. I know him, you know. He was a guest on my Late Night TV show.
Aww.
He was delightful and charming, I thought.
He's very funny.
He is. So there was obviously rumors he was going to get the Letterman spot, but then, his ratings had declined a little bit, and so he obviously didn't get it. He said, CBS and I are not getting divorced. We are consciously uncoupled. He already has a new job lined up as host of the Celebrity Name Game, a syndicated game show. Set to debut. He says he had planned this before the whole the Letterman replacement thing, so who knows?
Okay.
CBS says it plans to continue the Late Late Show. We'll be searching for another host, and there's another opening in Comedy Central, which is looking to replace the Colbert Report. I have two words for you, John, and then Fugelsang.
That's right.
Do it. Do it, television executive. Do
Also, E is looking to replace Chelsea Handler because she's leaving.
John Fugelsang.
Right.
Do it. Send your calls and letters to all of those networks.
Although John has a little bit less estrogen than Chelsea Handler.
Not necessarily. He is quite the feminist, which is what makes him so sexy.
I see.
All right. 45 minutes. Listen, that's my best exercise is beating the chicks off John Fugelsang after Sexy Living. 45 minutes after the hour. 1-800-STEP-12, the phone number. We come back with the remaining moments of the Stephanie Miller Show.